Welcome to Body Landscapes, a space where art, body, and soul meet. I'm Marka, a licensed art therapist, family constellations facilitator, and Reiki master. Here, I invite you into a new chapter of self-discovery, a journey through the landscapes of the female body and soul. Together, we'll touch the healing waters within you and return to the strong roots of your embodied self. Let's find a balance between the rational and intuitive, between the brain, heart, and womb. Take a deep breath and let's dive deeper. Goals and the reality of your body. In this episode, I don't want to talk about motivation, lack of motivation, laziness. No, you are not lazy. Okay? I want to talk about body intelligence and more trust and more respect to your body. Now is a new year, new goals, perspectives, manifestations, and all that thing. But why, for different reasons, are our goals still postponed? For example, if retrospectively you look back, why can we let go of some goals while others we can continue to achieve but at a slower pace? Let's dive into our inner landscape to carefully understand what's going on, not in our thoughts but in our ground, the body. And we all know that the body carries past experience. If achieving something was too hard, the body will stop you, because the body doesn't want to experience more pain, more tension. And for many women, this go-get-it position is not effective. It's too stressful. And the female body doesn't want to live in stress. Even more stress, again more stress, and then we get psychosomatic, we get all this pain and period cramps and headache and migraine and more tension, and at one point body say no. And we don't want this, okay? Our cycle teaches us to stop, reflect, relax. Some of us don't want to agree with that, but that's true. And we become active, but in cycle. Every month we continue from the beginning, like active and relax, active and relax. And it's like water. You feel active, relax. This is the rhythm. And if we follow this natural rhythm, we can go, but in a slower pace, in our unique rhythm. And but anyway, we are searching for the solution for your current situation, because we cannot give up. Okay, we find a solution for the certain situation you are in now. We are not giving up. We can do it tomorrow, but not today. And again, because the body carries past experience, what is the solution in this case? To clear bad experiences connected to goals, achievements, or, for example, money. If your goal is a financial goal, it can be connected to past experiences with earning, spending, saving, legacy, inheritance, and it can touch your family dynamics, even if you don't know your family. Anyway, through epigenetic, you inherit this. You are connected to the certain lines in your lineage. And if they did money with struggling, you also can inherit this. And if you want to avoid all this struggling, you can avoid money, for example. And all these connectedness we can find out through deep exploration. we observe deep roots. And while we are releasing this tension, we let go some past experience, acknowledge something. We teach the body that we can achieve goals in another way, in a new way. We can move slowly and carefully with rest. We teach the body that we can move forward, but not in the way we did before, with a high level of stress, like a warrior. We teach the body that goals can be achieved in a peaceful manner. And then the body will not sabotage your actions towards success, because success, it's not something heavy, like something connected with a fear or some danger, deep danger. The body will not sabotage your intensity because it can be pleasurable. And we won't need to constantly search for triggers. I want to mention also, you can reflect on this while I'm speaking, is when the goal is not a true goal. The body may speak through lack of motivation or so-called laziness, because deep inside you don't actually want this. You can manifest this but deeply inside, it's not for you, it is for someone else. And this is the answer. And for example, you don't want to take action toward it because it's not yours, it's not for you. And we can let go that goal and search for the true, real desire. Another situation when again laziness or lack of motivation can show up is when the body doesn't support you in achievement because you are frozen inside. In general, it becomes very difficult to find true desires or set real goals when you feel frozen and empty inside. I'm not talking only about like inner child, for example, but it's often related to this inner child part. The first step is not a manifestation in this case. The first step is to unfreeze what was frozen, to unfreeze the body and make it sensitive again. To feel, to learn to feel again, to be grounded. And then in this connection, you find out that desires are raising up naturally like a flower blossom in the spring. And if you create manifestations while being frozen or disconnected from the body, dissociated, there is a high chance these goals are not truly yours because they come from the mind, from the ego, from other people, from friends or family or wherever. It's not from your heart, it's not from your deep truth. Another point, if you have a specific nervous system, if you're a neurodivergent, if you have ADHD, if you are on the spectrum, typical goal making may not be suitable for you. And you are the best in knowing yourself. No doctor or therapist or wherever know you better than you. Okay, this is your responsibility. You observe your everyday life. You grow your awareness about what's going on because you are the observer of this movie about you in everyday life. You show up to the therapist not every day, and your therapist not sitting in your head inside. This is about you. And all these plans, agendas, schedules can be overwhelming. And I relate to that. And you won't follow them, not because you are lazy, but because it's simply too much for you. And we can find another strategy. For example, only one goal or a maximum of 3 goals per year. You don't need long list, no. Only 1 to 3 big, truly meaningful goals, not more. That's enough. And with flexible boundaries, because a creative person processes information all the time, 24/7, all the time, a lot of information, sensory information. And the goals can be achieved in a super short period of time. But nobody know when this time show up. Like, it's not today at 3 p.m. No. It will be in these 2 weeks, for example. But you will do it. You will achieve this. But in your pace, in your rhythm, when your system will be ready without pressure from the outside. This is flexible boundaries with no this strict pressure on your nervous system. It's typical, for creative individuals. I saw a lot. And your body, mind, and intuition working deep down. Just trust them. They do their job, and it's your unique way. The most important thing, never undervalue yourself, never betray. Be by your side. Be by your side, your body. Because this is only one horse you have in this life. And you searching for your unique way of achieving what you want to succeed, okay? And we respect your rhythm, okay? Your specific strength. And you learn how to navigate your body. And this gives you creativity and uniqueness, all that. Like, you're not, you one of a kind, let's say like this. And let's do a few exercises, as always. I propose you to continue doing your beautiful journaling, because every episode contains some exercises, some practices to draw, to listen. I facilitate your inner process, and after that you see images, you feel something, and then I invite you to draw, to paint, to make it visible, what comes up in your mind's eye, in your body, in your somatic space. And let's check your goals. While you're listening to me, I invite you to close your eyes and in your mind's eye, choose one of the most important goals for this year. Even if you have a few, choose one to check now. And we're checking the body's response to this goal, okay? I'll give you some time. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out, and notice your body. At the same time, hold awareness of this space inside, from the top of your head down to your toes, to the ground. And notice how your body reacts when in your mind's eye you see this goal. You may hear some voices. For me, this is as well typical, endless rumination like a radio in your head. And this is okay. You just observe. You don't trust all these voices. You just observe. Okay. Someone telling me that, this is impossible, or this is not good, or this is too much. You don't need all that. It's okay. You just observe. Maybe there is no voices, or the opposite, the supportive voices. And now I invite you to notice your emotions towards this goal. You see the goal in your mind's eye in front of you. The eyes are closed. And you notice how your heart responds. How does your heart respond? You can place your hand on your chest and bring all your attention to the chest area. Just notice what you feel in your heart, in your chest. Notice how you breathe. Does your heart want this goal? Feel the response. And if it's yes, this is beautiful. That's great. You're lucky if your heart responds positively. That's brilliant. If not, this is simply information, a doorway to draw and dive deeper into the question of why. Why no? And transform it into yes. We never give up. You remember this. But for now, we go even deeper to the level of the belly. Put your hand on your belly and again, in your mind's eye, see the goal. Bring all your attention to the pelvic area, to the navel, and feel your belly. Does your belly want this goal to be successfully achieved? Does your belly accept this direction of movement? Does it agree? Here you may notice sensations, not words, not images, not even emotions. Sensations like shivering, tension, warmth, butterflies, cold, something deep, deep in the ground. The belly is also the ancestral department. Here you can hear survival voices, survival mode. This is connected to ancestral survival patterns. And if at this level it's also yes, this is amazing. Okay, everything aligned, it's beautiful. Everybody agree, that's great. In your head, in your heart, in your belly, and overall body. By the way, some obstacles can be noticed on the outline, through the body mapping. When you're trying to move, but something holds you back, and it can be not inside, but feels outside your body. And it's also, if you have any no during this checkup, draw, ask why, transform, step by step. And if everything fine, you don't feel strong tension, fear, shame, all that sensations or emotions, maybe just a little worry or light trembling, which is normal, nothing that truly stops you, nothing like excruciating fear, then you can move forward. If your body agree, that's fine, and you can plan, you can look for strategy, you can talk to coach, you can search for practical steps and taking actions. This is the next step. But if you find fear, again, I repeat, strong inner voices against this goal or sensations in the belly, if the heart say yes, but the belly say no, then communicate with the images, and you need to clean these first and then continue. Okay, we don't say, oh my God, like don't do drama. It's okay, that just I have extra step toward this goal. At first I clean this fear or some obstacles and then continue moving forward. Takes a little bit more time. And our next step, of course, will be the road, imaging your path. You imaging yourself walking, moving toward this goal. You see this road in detail. This is time and space. You see this path through the space in your mind's eye. You feel that space open up passage, and of course it takes time to move, and it requires actions. Take steps, and through time you achieve. You arrive. Point B. Right now you are at point A and you are moving toward point B. And the body is your horse. You can hug this beautiful horse. So amazing that you have this horse. This beautiful animal. I like horses, truly. And yeah. Your body, your energy, your physical strength is what carries you. If the body lacks sleep, nourishment, or care, it directly influences your thoughts, your hormonal balance, your ability to move forward. And that's why we work holistically. Of course, we care about different spheres of life, but the main point is this. If there is a no in the belly, no amount of nutrition plans, coaching, or exercises will help. If ancestral memory is activated, it will hold you back, no matter what. The body carries different kinds of memory. This is just a reminder, no drama, okay? Everything achievable. And yes, we can work with and clear these ancestral patterns, and then we continue, okay? You will get what you want, but it may take a bit more time. And while you sense yourself moving toward your goal, notice what happens on the way. Is it easy? Is it heavy? Do you notice something? Details, accompany. What's going on? This is some kind of meditation. You are building this path through the space. Do you feel it? Yeah? This is the process, and this is very important. And you can do check-up regularly. Like day-to-day life, you do some actions in your real life. You feel feedback, and then you, again, check up with this image. How it's going, how you move, what you see, how you feel. Like from day to day or every week, you do this meditation and notice the change. And again, to take action, you need your legs, hands, you breathe, your whole body. And because of that, it's so crucial to respect and deeply care for this body you have. I want you to feel right now this deep care, gratitude to your body. Self-respect, so important. Without this physical body, nothing is achievable. Nothing. We respect the body regardless of how it looks, regardless of what other people think. This is your horse. You are blessed to have it. And take care of it. You only have one. You will not get another one in this life. And the further you go, the more care, respect, and love for your body you can develop along the way. And this reminds me of people who have lost their lives during plastic surgeries, unnecessary surgeries done for the evaluation of others. Precious lives lost because of images and others' opinions. Let's be brave enough to be independent. Independent from this male gaze. Independent of what other people think about us and our bodies. Because our lifetime is more precious. It's precious. And our physical body, breathing, living is incredibly precious. And when you care for your body and live with respect, it becomes naturally attractive, beautiful. Okay, let's continue. In your mind's eye, you have this path, and as you walk along this path, you may notice that the road changes. Maybe you see a bridge, maybe the path looks completely different. In our therapeutic work, we have specific techniques for this. You can draw this path, you can draw the bridge between where you are and what you want. And when you feel that your goal has already been achieved, you can meet your future self. The version of you who has already succeeded and received this goal. And how it feels. You may notice, in your mind's eye, notice the difference between who you are now and this future self. This is another point you can draw after this episode. I expect from you journaling. You can explore this future self, but again, from my experience, when something stays only in the mind's eye, parts of it can be lost. That's why we translate it into an image, we draw it, or we work with constellations. A systemic constellation allows us to avoid going deeply into family dynamics if it's not necessary. We can focus only on you, your future self, your goal, and maybe some obstacles. We stay goal-oriented without digging somewhere deeper for the sake of it. You know, your ancestral lineage can carry so much information. Your life is not enough to process all that things. And we can hold the focus on your life, your time, and the road you follow. And it's just a reminder that constellation is an effective way to uncover hidden shadow aspects, avoided feelings, sensations, and fears that may be stored deeper in the body. You know, like your mind's eye may show you a beautiful picture, but in everyday life, you may notice that something is not flowing smoothly. I'm not mentioning discipline. Discipline we need no matter what. But sometimes you can get up and take in actions and do what was planned. But in some day, you don't do it absolutely, like zero. You cannot move forward this goal, like you are blocked or something holding you back. Something feels off. And I talk about this inner sense, like it's go easily in that direction, even if it's like, of course, like it's another kind of easiness. Okay, I hope you get the meaning. This is where constellation can help us explore what's happening. If you see everything beautiful, your pictures, your vision in your mind's eye, but when it comes to an action, it's not moving, you know. And in this episode, I shared with you many exercises that I invite you to draw or write and reflect and expect from your hands or from your body to give you insights, not from your intellectual part, from like your hands drawing something and you get insight, you realize something. And I want to remind you of the main focus today. We are checking the goal. We are stay by our side, okay? We don't use that I'm not motivated, I need motivation, or I'm lazy. No, you are not lazy, okay? We check, is the goal truly yours? Does your body agree with this goal? Can you move forward it without self-sabotage? We feel the path you are walking. We sense how your body moves. You may notice steps you need to take, different stages along the way. You feel this pathway, this portal into what you wanted. And you connect with your future self. Because there is already a vision, the version of you who has succeeded and received what you want now. And between you and your future self, there is a path, there is a line, there is a connection. And yes, you draw it. Just draw it as you feel it. And while you're drawing, you continue reflecting on the whole process. You are planning and digesting information, not in a verbal way, but in a non-verbal way. Your whole body is thinking, processing, preparing. Not only the rational mind, your entire body steps onto this path. You are gently programming your body that it's okay, it's safe, it can be curious, it can even be joyful, with pleasure. And that after achieving your goal, there can be satisfaction, love, abundance, many good things. Again, mention what is the reason to achieve what you want. And all of these its colors, lines, shapes, details. You can do regular check-ins, not only with the to-do list, but day by day, week by week, by reconnecting with your future self and with the image of your goal. Each time, ask your body, what do I feel now? And always observe bodily sensation. So important signals. And if during the process you notice that something feels wrong, if the heart becomes scared or closed, for example, in topics of emotional closeness or relationships, or if the belly says no because it doesn't feel safe, maybe the whole body says, it's too heavy, I cannot make it, this is too much, I can't carry this is too overwhelming, then we are working with the different layers that require different practices and exercises. Just do it step by step in your rhythm. Don't give up, just continue in your rhythm. And I have a beautiful free practice that includes body mapping, audio and PDF. You can use it to observe your body regularly. Maybe this will be helpful if you're a beginner. And if you send me a message, I can share this practice with you, entrance to Soma. You can mention this, that you want entrance to Soma. If you are beginning the journey, if you are just a beginner of befriending your body, this is so helpful to start. And if you have a question about your drawings or insights that appeared after this episode, feel free to reach out and ask. I will answer with pleasure. I also offer a free introductory call. I reserve specific time slots for these calls so we can meet, feel each other, and connect. And you can use this opportunity for a 30 minutes consultation to talk about your situation, your questions, and your drawings. There are so many possibilities in this world for those who are ready to receive what they want. And here I'm sharing another one of these possibilities with you, and you can use it. And see you in the next episode, where we will talk about abundance and how to receive more, again, through the body. If you're ready to explore your own body landscapes, to reconnect with your truth and heal your feminine body, visit my website and book a free call. Let's talk about where you are now and what your body needs to come back into balance.